hit, man.
What up, Joe? It's your boy Bandit, and y'all know what this is. This is the NFL Weekly Show, and I'm here with the Cardcast crew, and I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves like we start off every show, starting with my man, Chris.
Hey, uh, thank you. Today, you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan. You can also find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24.
Sure, my man, Toucan Dan.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Toucan Dan, man, over here crying my heart out in Las Vegas after a terrible loss in New England. Hey, you can, man, I ain't gonna cry about it right now. What happened happened. You can find me at number 2 CANSDAN, Toucan Dan on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Fins up, my man, Antonio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your number one Dolphin fan, man. Fins up, baby. You can find me on Facebook at Antonio Classic. Fins up, baby. All day, every day.
Yes, sir. Rich.
What up, dude? Even though we've been on Cancun for a couple weeks, it's still Go Lines. It's still One Pride. You can find me on X at Riggs928.
And my man, Jamal.
What it do, y'all? This your boy Jamal over here in the winner's circle. Since ain't nobody in here winners, you can find me right now. You can find you can find me right now. Right now I'm at work. But you can find me on Facebook under Jamal Baker, or you can find me on Instagram under the Illusion 10. And you can find me on the NBA Nightly Show that is coming soon. I'll give you details on that a little bit later. Let's go, Pats.
What up, though?
You're gonna lose your back.
We're just gonna slide by the Kings, aren't we?
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about some of the moves over this weekend before we get into the playoff games. Starting with the Falcons signed Kevin Stefanski as the head coach.
What? News to me.
Chris, your thoughts on the move, man?
I mean, hopefully it'll be a better, it's a change of pace as a coach. I mean, he doesn't have a great track record in Cleveland, but Cleveland, not the greatest place for an example. I mean, so he gets a new start. He gets, outside of the trash talking that took place over in the last day or so, I think it's going to be a wait and see in terms of what he brings to the Falcons.
Whoa.
Hey, Papa Bear, let him know.
Say it with your chest.
Let me go next.
Man, your thoughts on the move, man?
Let him know.
Who?
Your thoughts on the move?
Rich want to go
I
next.
couldn't hear. No, man. Hey, listen. I mean, he started. He was coach of the year, right? Didn't he win coach of the year one time in Cleveland?
Twice.
Help turn around? No, am I crazy?
Twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
Right.
so I mean, there's some talent, offensively. They got some pieces in Atlanta. I'm eager to see how he does. And him and Baker in the same division. After he got rid of Baker, seeing them twice a year, that's going to be some must-see football right there. But we'll see how it turns out, man.
Rich.
Man, I think he's a good coach, but he has yet to prove he can develop a quarterback. Because as Tone, my boy Tone just mentioned, he faces Baker twice a year. It's going to be must-see TV. Why did Tone say that? Baker was in Cleveland. Baker did not become nothing until what? 3 organizations later? Yeah, because it was Cleveland, it was Carolina, it was the Rams, and then it was Tampa.
Tampa Bay, yeah.
So he has not proven he can develop a quarterback yet. They got a young quarterback in Penix. So I don't think people are talking about that. So we'll see. Until he does that, I'm not impressed because we know what Baker's turned out to be.
Yeah.
So obviously Baker's not the problem. So we'll see.
Toucan.
Well, if the fans don't get results, heads got to roll. So even in Pittsburgh, look at Coach over there. Winning season after winning season after winning season, he didn't get canned, but it just got long in the tooth where he just had to bow out. Because the fans. If the fans aren't happy, then nobody's happy in the organization. So they put his head on the chopping block. As maybe the fans will chill out and keep supporting, buying the merch, and they'll see what happens. But the Falcons hiring him, see what happens. He's got another chance at seeing if he can work with the people there and make things happen. Maybe he didn't have the right personnel, GM and other assistant coaches, even the trainers, everybody matters in that locker room. Everybody matters. And if you don't have the perfect chemistry from the damn custodian all the way down to the boss, you ain't gonna have a great organization. It is everybody in that building involved, man.
Yali, welcome on to the show.
Hey,
You
Had a-
being a Cleveland Brown, I
Yeah.
wanted to get your point of view on the hire for Falcons from Kevin Stefanski.
I wasn't expecting it. I really didn't know where he was going to end up, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like you say, he's going to see Baker twice. I don't know if y'all seen the tweet that Baker put up, but that was very to the point, and I get it. I totally get it. So it's going to be interesting, and I mean, this comes here. I just think he needs to. Down there. I think he's going to have to have a little bit more dominance and control over things. And like Rich said, that quarterback situation, he got to find a way to fix that because that's not going to keep riding. So it's going to be interesting. And I don't know. I always did like Kevin, man. So I don't have nothing against him. Like, I think he's a good coach, man. But it just didn't work out here. But I'm happy he did land a job somewhere. So.
Okay. Let's talk about another coach getting fired. The Bills fired Sean McDermott. Tell me, I'm gonna start with you, man, since he was in your division. How do you feel about the move, man?
Anytime anything happens badly with the Buffalo Bills, I enjoy it. Okay, get Sean out of there. You got this great, glorious Joshua Allen, who's the MVP and all this, and I bet you can't win the big one. I'm glad he's gone. Fins up. Get him out of there. He deserves to be gone. Josh Allen is the glorious of the NFL, but he can't win. So the coach has to go. So holla at you, Sean. I'm cool with it. Made my day.
Rick, your thoughts on the Bills basically firing or parting ways with McDermott?
I mean, they definitely got some dysfunction over there, and it's not a surprise. I mean, yes, he's won, but I mean, they haven't got to the big game yet. And, this year, all accounts and purposes, it should have been straight to the bowl. You had Lamar out of the playoffs. You had Patrick out of the playoffs. You had Joe Burrow out the playoffs. I mean, but there's a lot of dysfunction. It came out today. where a reporter asked about Keon Coleman to Billy Bean, the Bean, the GM, and the owner said, "Oh, I'll take that." And he pushed it off on the coaching staff, said they wanted it. They wanted that pick or whatever. So there's just a lot of blaming or whatever. And I don't even blame nobody on that. I blame the player because, he didn't, I don't feel sorry for him. He didn't do anything to help himself, and that matters. But it just goes to show you all the dysfunction within that organization. And, anytime a coach does not get a team that everyone expects to do well to the chip, they're going to be on the block. But he'll be hired somewhere else. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with Lamar. I ain't gonna say trash, but I just didn't think he was a good fit for that organization. Nobody's really on the same page. It's just, I know about dysfunction. Hello. And it's not far from what we got going on. I ain't gonna say that. Let me rephrase that. It's not far, as far as him being not a good fit for the Bills. I never really cared for him. So yeah, I'm glad he's out of there. Keep moving. Yeah, find something else to do. Somewhere else to go. Sorry.
Yeah. So, I get it. There's that's the biggest thing with coaches is you don't always see what's happening behind the scenes, and obviously you find out when people are fired and stuff what really took place in the background. A lot of times that's the biggest whiff, and not all wins are created equal, because tell me how many teams in the NFL wouldn't have taken the record that he's produced over the last 6 years. A lot of teams would have. However, when you're a team that is constantly winning, you have to make the next step. That is the end of the day. I could tell you Lions fans, prior to Dan Campbell, we would have taken him all day and every day, twice on Sunday, for the amount of wins that he produced for the team. However, we're not the Bills. We didn't win that long, so we weren't into the next phase. And once you don't go, eventually the voice in the locker room becomes stale, and you have to move on. So that's probably what it was, combined with the fact of the background and all the stuff that Rich talked about.
Bear said he's not pure trash, just a guy hanging on the back of the
garbage truck. That's pretty
you
good.
You can, man. Your thoughts on your Bills part ways.
Hey, happy trails. Shoot. Buffalo been talking a lot of shit, and they come into Houston. We put that belt to ass. I wish Wingman was here so he could be talking some shit on this. But when you put that belt to ass that many times from the Texans, you gotta go. So boom. So hey, they ain't got the spark. They got to find the spark. That coach ain't sparking them to get over the hump. So get them out.
I just thought of this. What happens if next year their new coach comes back and they end up with a 50-50 record or something like that? Now do you
I ain't
go?
gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry.
Well, I know you guys are passing out this would be great for us. But what I'm saying is, as people looking at this, now you sit back and go, well, was Sean McDermott the problem? No, because you hire in your home coaching staff and everything. But you have
that's all our teams. That's all our team's problem is trying to figure out what's the problem. Shit. Yeah. Fuck, we're always. Not everybody can win it all. Only one team wins it all. The rest of us question everything when a lot of us need to just chill and let them play.
When you win, and 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 then you're like, well, we're not making it to the bowl. And then the following year, you hire a new coach, and you take 3 steps back. Now you sit back and go, well, was that the right move?
I hope Buffalo does that. Oh, I would love it. Oh.
I know you do. I'm just saying, as a prospective person looking at that, what does that say about Buffalo? We made a mistake, or we're just fans are just going to have to stick with it because now we have to build it back up.
My thing is, Why is it that the general manager is still there? Because he's the one who made the decision to get rid of all the help that Josh Allen needed. Okay, yeah, you use Sean McDermott as your scapegoat. He's the reason why we're not going ahead and getting to a Super Bowl or whatever, blah, blah, blah. General manager is the one who actually also gets the players to come in and buy, to help this guy. Josh Allen is he's arguably probably one of the best quarterbacks. He is arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, easily. So get this man some help so that you can make that thing. You had a chance to Stephon Diggs. You let that man walk right out the door and look where he's at. You had a chance to get Jaden Waddle. Didn't want to give up no draft picks or any money at the trade deadline to get him. So he's had chances. So my thing is, if Sean McDermott had to go, the general manager should have walked right out the door with his ass too. But now they're placing blame on who's the real reason, and we know the general manager had a lot to do with this also too. Don't just put this on the head coach. General manager has a lot to do with this also too.
I was gonna say
Rich.
because go ahead. Sorry about that. Rich, sorry.
Yeah.
You were saying something?
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say the same thing. Like the general manager, or like Wingman was saying, when Tone brought him up, I follow him on Facebook, friends on him on Facebook, whatever, however way you want to call it. He said the same thing. They should have got rid of the whole front office, everybody. Like it's, they wanted to come out and blame, the owners trying to protect the GM when there was video that come right out where the GM is like saying, "Oh, I'm glad Keon Coleman ran a 4.57 so we can draft him." But then he tried to blame it on the coach. But really, as a, strong-headed, human being, I blame it on the player, the coaches, the GM, Antonio, Bandit, the mother, none of them have control over him not showing up to practice on time, not paying attention, not taking his craft seriously. So maybe you could do some homework. Maybe there's some red flags in there, but truly, ultimately, I blame that on the player himself because I don't give a damn who it is. You can't coach somebody into being a responsible human being.
I disagree with you on this part. You say, okay, the players do deserve some blame on this one too, but Josh Allen is not like some of the reasons. So you can't say, okay, well, Josh Allen didn't have something, Josh Allen didn't have anything to do with some of them getting fired. Now, if he did and it comes out, then we can have a whole other conversation. But the general manager and the owner are in charge of bringing these pieces together so that you can make that Super Bowl run. And apparently that hasn't happened. Okay? There was no excuses this year. That's all you kept hearing in the media is that there is no Lamar Jackson in the postseason. There is no Joe Burrow in the postseason. There is no Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. If Josh Allen does not get this done with all these pieces, with all these newbies that are in there, then it's probably never going to happen. That falls on the general manager also. Josh Allen is not the one who's on the draft board, saying, hey, draft this guy. Or probably in the trading room, during the trading deadline, I need this help. I need this. I need that. They know what was expected of them this year, and they didn't get it done.
So now,
And we know, you had James Cook. We really thought Keon Coleman was actually going to step up and be like that number 2 receiver or something like that. And you got old ass Brandon Cooks who pretty much was sitting on the bench who ain't done much in years. No, there are going to be free agents this year that they can go out there and get. I'm sure Buffalo will be back. But the fact remains, a lot of this goes on to the ownership. Some of it goes on Josh Allen too. Some of it goes on McDermott. But a lot of this goes on the owners and the general manager for this mess up.
So do you think, hey Jamal, do you think that this sets up the general manager is like there's no excuse for next year?
There was no excuse this year.
No, I know, I get it, but they used the coach as an scapegoat. So now that's your one, like, what is it? That's your one freaking timeout, or that's your one freaking flag that you get to pull. Now,
Can you say that because if next year they bring in a new coach and it's a down year, he can say, "Well, we got a brand new coach. We're starting from the bottom."
no, you don't get that. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that anymore because this guy wasn't good enough. So if this guy isn't good enough, the next guy you bring in has to be better. Because I know Rich doesn't like. I think Rich, you're going to say like you don't always agree with that. I think maybe. I think
no.
Okay.
I'm saying though, it cancels it out. The owner's already backed up the GM by saying he blamed the pick on Keon Coleman on the coaches, but then right after he said that, video came out of the GM wanting that pick.
So the GM already got his back.
So that's what I'm saying. So the owner is riding shotgun with the GM is my whole point.
True. But what I'm trying to get at is, though, because they used McDermott as an scapegoat, like, oh, we had a bad season and we had, the guy we picked wasn't the guy that he wanted, like so on and so forth. How much leeway now does that give him because he was doing great? Like,
I think
at all. Period.
What I'm trying to say is, Chris, the owner, I don't think gives a damn because the question was that I'm speaking of was directly towards the GM, and the owner volunteered. He said, "Let me answer this question," and then the video came. So basically, what I'm saying, he bailed them out regardless, right? They'd be like, "Me and you, Chris, are in a bar. You get in a fight with someone that said, 'No, Chris, I got it.'" You get what I'm saying? Like it's almost like he did no wrong. He had his back. So how are you going to give him a short leash when you took his back when he was wrong?
So
they made themselves look stupid on that whole interview thing. This morning they made themselves look like straight up assholes. Period. And you're gonna bring Keon Coleman into this whole thing? What does he have to do with this? No, this is on the whole season. No. They try to play blame on somebody and something. Period. Coming into this season. Right.
I'm just
Go ahead.
wondering, like, what the, like, I'm talking about the court of public opinion, not necessarily like the GM and the freaking owner is not going to care who they fire, who they hire. They don't have to care. There's no reason to have to care. But what I'm saying is the court of public opinion, you fire a guy that's even with 2 down seasons in his career, he's still at a 66 win percentage. Like, then you hire somebody new and you take a step back or 2 or 3. Like, in the court of public opinion now, do you sit back and go, well, that was a dumb move? You never fired him. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't care, like, because GMs and owners sometimes, if they're buddies, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm just thinking in the court of public opinion versus
We'll
actual.
get Rich the last point. We'll go to the next topic. Go ahead, Rich.
That was the same thing, which was the Lions' problem in the 90s, Chris. Ford and Fonz were so close.
Yep.
And,
no, I understand that. Mm-hmm.
And, instead of improving on what they were doing, they just kept getting rid of players. You know what I mean? It was just, it wasn't fun. It was the GM and the owner. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. And there was no accountability when your top 2 positions are in, let's basically call it cahoots. There's trouble.
Yeah, I get it.
Because there's no accountability.
Absolutely
so
right.
Somebody below them top 2 are going to have to take the fall, whether it's deserved or not, right?
Well, the owner doesn't care whether he takes the blame or not because
Right.
they own the team, and the GM would have to be fired if they didn't make the playoffs next year. In my opinion, they have to be fired. Either the GM's got to be fired, or you can't fire the coach. You hired him. That's a you problem.
But I'm saying, like, if the owner and the GM are best friends, like what I was talking about in Detroit, because that's come out back in the 90s, there's no accountability, right? Like, do it go run up the tab. It's all right. I got you. Go ahead, mess up. I got you.
That's why when the guys are like that, it can end up in a bad organization.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's get to the next topic. New York Giants got a new head coach. Next week, it's got Jim Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh. Thank you. You got John Harbaugh. My bad.
Well, he's used to hearing Jim Harbaugh. That's why.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, he was at the podium. Let's hear what he had to say about the hire.
I know the challenges. I understand the expectations. I know the fans are hungry for a winner. We're here with one mission: to earn the right to be called the world champions in New York.
Jamal, man, how you feel about him being there, and do you think it's a fit?
It is a good fit because you have a no-nonsense coach who's going to try to get everything out of Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, and that whole team. You know, he's been with Baltimore forever. So you have a no-nonsense coach coming in there who's going to do everything in their power to make sure they get back to relevance. Now, it's going to be a tough task in that division, you know, but I think they'll be relevant. So this is a good fit because obviously they were not going to give him to Pittsburgh. He wasn't going to go to Pittsburgh. So this is an actual good fit, and I like the move.
Chris.
Yeah, this is a bunch of us were talking about it, but I even told my brother, I was like, he's like, the second he was out, I was like, he's going to the Giants. Like, I can already see it. It's a good build up. He's got that energy for that kind of thing, and he wants something to say, see, I took a team and got him back into the playoffs. Like, it's going to be a rough patch, but they got some good pieces in place. It's good. Like Jamal said, like, you got Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. Their defense isn't like atrocious, but I mean, they've got some things to work with. I don't know what their draft slots are and how many picks they have, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to have a good way. He's going to get them going.
Toucan Dan, how you feel about the hiring, and do you feel it's a good fit?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. If I was a Giants fan, I'd be happy about this signing. You know, that you got a proven coach there with that pedigree and record. Maybe that's what that city needs to give him a kick in the butt. You know, because he's a disciplinarian. You know, he'll get out there. He'll get those guys running their sets right. You know, so I'm happy for the Giants, man. Anybody that can go in there and give the Cowboys some business, you know, that's good with me. You know, go get them, man. Good luck to coach, and hey, Giants fans, you got something to look forward to.
All right. Nat.
From Jamal to Chris to Toucans, I mean, all in a nutshell, I would be very excited if I was up in New York. He's very well respected coach. He's a good coach. I like the move. I knew he wasn't gonna come here. I don't even know why they interviewed that man. but I like the move. I like the move. I like him actually. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he got to bring to them.
Rich.
So, I mean, I think he is a great coach for them. I mean, he's one of the few, like, you know, as soon as he was fired, let go, whatever the heck you want to call it, in Baltimore, he literally could have any job he wanted. You know, not many can say that. My only thing is, Well, I'll finish about the Giants and then I'll say what I was going to say. Is, you know, he has some offensive weapons, but there's also questions. Neighbors coming off an injury. Dart's had a couple concussions. The way Scatterboo runs, you know, he can cut like there's quite the defense. They regressed. Like Dexter Lawrence went from you know, defensive player of the year candidate to a half a sack. Like I've picked the Giants to do better based on their defense alone, and their defense was um, kind of a disappointment. But then my flip side of that, you know, with the Buffalo job opening, because you know, I respect you, Tone, and I know you don't like Joshy Poo, but you know
No.
he got to be thinking like, damn, I could have been coaching Joshy Poo. I mean, that's the better job, right? Like, whether you hate him or not, you know, like we got to respect it. That's probably the best job right now.
Tone, your thoughts on the move?
Yeah, I mean they got pieces there. I mean, just at what everybody said, you got Dart, you got Scat, you got Neighbors. I mean, they got some pieces on defense too, man. Young Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. They got some pieces. I think I said when this job came open in the previous show that this is probably the most attractive job. And
Hey, Tone, can I cut you off for 1 second? Because I just want to follow up because you brought up a good point. Abdul Carter, he's in the same discussion that we just was talking about Keon Coleman, though. He's got to get his crap together because there's a lot of stuff coming out about him not being on time, veterans calling him out. So that's going to be a task for him.
yeah, I'll give Carter a pass because it's only been 1 year. And Keon Coleman sucks. So we're not even going to talk about that. No, but Harbaugh, he's a proven coach, and they got. We'll see. Someone mentioned about the division. It's a tough division. I mean, we got to see what happens with, Jaden Daniels. If he's going to come back and look the way he looked his rookie year. You got Dak and those guys. Dak a year later, Philly. Who knows there, man? So we'll see. I think it's a good fit.
All right, let's talk about the next hiring. Tone, I'm coming right back to you. The Dolphins. Hire Jeff, man. How you feel about this hiring? And once again, is it a fit?
So, I'll say this like I always say. I'm not going to say anything as far as, until we start seeing. My big thing is when we change coaches, which seems like it's same as when I change my underwear. As I guess we'll just see, for me as a fan, a lifelong fan, it's like, man, I know guys with coaching experience, like head coach experience don't grow on trees, but it's like we're in this vicious cycle. Flores, coordinator, McMichael. I mean, even back to the days of, Joe Philbin, Adam Gase. I mean, it's just like the hottest guy. And I know sometimes those guys become great coaches. But just for whatever reason, seems it's not working at Miami. Miami getting rid of Chris Greer earlier this year, the GM that's been a part of our organization since we've won our last playoff game, which I'm not going to say when because it's been too long. I don't even want to talk about it because I'll get depressed. So I guess we'll just wait and see what this guy has. I'm not going to write him off, but not getting a guy with head coaching experience year after year after coach change is a bit frustrating. But, hey, he's got my approval. Fins up. Let's go win some games, man. We got a new GM. We got a new coach. No more excuses. Let's go out and win, and let's do something. Let's make this fan base happy, man. That's all I got to say about it.
You think he work with Tua and get Tua back on track, or they go get a new quarterback this year?
He gone.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You got the financial situation with Tua. I mean, I am like I just don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, Quinn Ewers had a small sample size. He looked okay. I don't know what these guys are gonna do draft wise. I mean, Miami's got some pieces. Achan's good. I mean, he showed he's great, man. He stayed healthy this year. Jalen Waddle. I think Reek is gone. So yeah, man, I'm already ready for the season. It's been the off season forever for us. So let's go. He's got my support. Fins up, baby. Let's win. Let's win. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else, man. I don't care. I don't care if he's like Caleb Williams paints his nails. I don't care. I just want to win. I don't care what he does. I want to win. That's all I gotta say.
Rich, man, how your thoughts on the hire, man?
So, I do know he's a defensive coach, but I don't know a whole lot about the situation. So I'm going to ask Tone because he's, a Dolphins fan, obviously. Is he, or has there been any discussion? Is he going to be the defensive coordinator, or?
Well, Anthony Weaver's getting a lot of attention for other jobs too, but he was interviewed for some head coaching jobs. Anthony Weaver was. As far as if this guy's going to call the plays, as far as defensive plays, they hadn't discussed any of that yet.
Because, I mean, he is a good because I personally think the Dolphins defense should have been better than it was. They got some pieces. I mean, you got Kenneth Grant.
They do. We were depleted in our secondary. From training camp, we were depleted. Jalen Ramsey was the last thing we had. I mean, we literally had about 4 or 5 guys. Our number one corner, besides Ramsey, comes this year, tore his ACL, and he's an undrafted guy. I mean, all year long we depleted in their secondary as far as our corners. I mean, we literally at training camp signed 3 guys, like at the end of preseason. Jack Jones from the Raiders and Artie Burns, I think, from Cincinnati. I mean, from that part of our defense was really tough. But the rest of our defense, I agree with you. We got some guys up front, the linebackers. I thought that they were going to alleviate, take some pressure off those guys on the back end because they got some pieces, defensive line guys, linebackers. I expected more. Towards the year, they started getting it together, but I wish they would have played like that all year long.
And that's my point, Tone. If you look at Green Bay, their secondary was not fantastic, right? They have McKinley, their safety. He's pretty good, right? So that would be kind of like Miami, Minka, right? But their corners are not great, just like Tampa. But Green Bay had a decent front seven. I considered the Dolphins to have a good front seven. Hey,
we don't have a generational defensive end on our line either. I'll say that.
Yeah, but I think Seiler took a step back. But Jordan Brooks, he was an All-Pro, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, Jordan Brooks, linebacker. Yeah, absolutely.
You got Kenneth Grant. You got Bradley Chubb. There's some pieces. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's why I asked that question. Like, I think you do got Waddle and you got A-Chain, but I think the defense can be. I think they got good enough players and some young guys that can be, the leaders. So, I mean,
I agree.
I don't think who was that guy. I don't know if Ewers is that because I haven't really watched no games, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. But we've all seen what Tua, is capable of, injuries, I mean, he's one concussion away from career ending. I think a lot of us would agree with that.
I'm going to say something about the Tua thing, too. Tua takes a lot of heat, and this year was by far, any Dolphin fan will tell you, he had a god-awful year this year. But this guy is just a couple years removed from leading the league in, like, all major categories. So we've seen him be great, but this year was a huge, huge, huge step back for him. As far as, like, the playing scared, I get it. The turnovers, like that, this was a really – I said at the beginning of this year, Tua needed a huge year for us. I say he needed a huge year, and he very much did not.
You think it's mentally?
So we've seen what he could do, but he didn't do it this year. He took a big step back, but, I don't know.
You think it's
mentally? I think the moment –
Go ahead, Jamal.
I think some of it is mentally. I think it is something mentally. I think some of it is, yeah.
The moment that he went public with what's going on in the locker room, I think because usually if you start telling everybody in the media what's going on and happening in the locker room and stuff like that, which is taboo in the NFL players world, that's when they're like, you know what, fuck him. We ain't playing for him no more. F him. Because look how better they got. And look how together they came when Quentin Ewers was on the quarterback in there. So the whole team, so pretty much the players was like, no. Remember how Willie Beeman in the movie Any Given Sunday? You know what I'm saying? They just, the line just let him just get all toe up and whatever, stuff like that. Same thing with Tua. They just said, F him. We ain't playing for him. So.
Chris.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. Most of the guys covered everything. This is just a flip. Like Antonio said, man, you keep recycling rookie head coaches. It's a rough one. You're flipping a coin every time you get one because you don't know. You have no clue. You just got to hope that you get one, and now you can have them for like 10 years. But I guess better the devil you don't know than the devil you do.
It's a good one. That's a good one. Never heard that.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say. This is going to be a wait and see. I'm going to be very interested to see, being that he's the defensive coordinator, how he attacks it. You got to pick an offensive coordinator. So we'll see.
You can, and then we're going to get to Natalie.
Man, bro, I really don't know jack squat about this cat, man. And, whatever Antonio said, I'll go with that. So just replay what Antonio said here.
I have his entire coaching history if you want to know.
I really don't know. I can't really talk on this cat. I don't know. I've never heard of this cat. I've been out of the loop. So, whatever Antonio said, good luck.
He started off as a running backs coach at Winchester Polytech Institute.
Oh shit! Go Polar Bears.
That's actually my alma mater.
Are you serious?
No, I was just
about to say
the mascot, the Polar Bears over there.
Go ahead, Dad.
I had to do a little digging on him myself, and it seems like he actually has some experience with the Browns, the Bucks, and the 49ers as in defensive roles. So interesting, very interesting, and he led Boston College for a few years as well.
You're just gonna skip over that he was a co-defensive coordinator and D-backs coach for Ohio State, right?
Oh, that too. My bad. That's I'm still mad at them. My bad. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. He has a lot. We see he has a lot of defensive experience. It's always interesting to see when a person gets hired as a head coach and has little to no experience. Sometimes they can go and bust heads, crack heads, and be great. So it's going to be exciting. Antonio, I'm pulling for y'all, hey, I'm pulling for us too, but hey, it's going to be, at least y'all got somebody. You know what I'm saying? We still out in the wind a little bit. So, I'm happy for y'all. Y'all landed somebody. So it's going to be, kind of exciting to see what he got to bring, so. Yeah.
Let's talk about a man. When he got fired, they basically had to drag him out of the building. Now he got a new head coaching job. Rob Shaw's a new head coach. The Tennessee Texans. Nat, I'm gonna start with you, man. How you feel about the hiring?
I like Tennessee. So okay. It's gonna be. It's a very, very. I want to say it's like a peculiar pick for Tennessee. I wasn't expecting them to hire him like that. He's a very, very what I want to say, not intimidating, but kind of scary. But I hope that they can, find some luck in him. They were really bad this year, so we're gonna see, man. It's just all around the board. Everything is kind of surprising to me right now, but we're gonna see. That's a very peculiar pick.
You can. He coming to y'all, man. How you feel about it, man? You on mute? You on mute?
Sorry about that. Hey, the Titans need all the help they can get, man. You know, they they need discipline. They need direction, man. They just been all over the place, man. They got a good young quarterback. Hopefully he can go in there and, you know, be the spark plug that gets that shit rolling, because, you know, they haven't been having any good times over there lately. You know, I feel bad for them. There are a lot of good fans over there, but hey, power to him. Hopefully he gets something done, man. He's got credentials, so let's see if he can make it work for them.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, I like that they got Robert Saleh. I think it's going to be a work in progress, like most teams that have bad records and they want to flip the script. It's going to be a work in progress. He's got his starting quarterback. You know, he's got some things to work with, not a ton, but he's got some stuff to work with. So I think it'll be a good hire. It's a good hire for them. It's going to take a little bit of time, though.
Jamal.
I'm kind of confused, and I'm not so certain about this hire, because look at his track record when he was coaching the New York Jets. I mean, honestly, it was the Jets. I get it,
It's the
but it's
Jets.
like I don't know. It's the Jets. I get it and stuff, you know. But I'm not so sure if this was a good hire for them. You know, I mean, he's a mediocre coach at best. You know,
Whoa.
they need somebody else they need somebody else who can probably come up in there and actually do some, get in their ass. You know, like let's say for example, like a Mike Tomlin. You know, wants to go there. You know, I can live with that. You know, but as far as like Robert Saleh, not so sure about this one.
Yeah, but what was available though?
That's another thing too. There really wasn't anything available. Hell, unless you want to talk Bill Belichick into coming back to the NFL, which honestly he should. But yeah,
Y'all both in Tennessee, so I know y'all got the whole vibe what's going on down there. So Tony, I'm gonna get with you, and then I'll get to Rich.
Yeah, Jamal, the mediocre coach. I've never heard anybody refer to him. I mean, they had a lot of injuries defensively, man, and those defenses he's had, man. I mean, they had some players. I don't know, man. I think mediocre is a bit harsh on Salah. I'm not going to hold the Jets against him because, like we said, it's the Jets.
I have
I was
nothing.
listening to.
I have nothing against him as a defensive coach. Nothing against him on that one. Head coach, mediocre. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
it's just, yeah, I just can't. I have to give him a pass. I think most people will when you talk about that organization up there, man. I don't know. Maybe people don't, but I do. I just give him a pass. Listening to all the stuff, Cal Juszczyk, George Kittle. I don't know if you guys heard that. All the stuff. These are offensive guys that were singing this guy's praises. They had a lot of injuries, and yeah, he was a good defense coordinator. This guy, they said, leader of men. I mean, these guys play hard for him. So yeah, he's gonna be a head coach. I think it is a good signing for them. I mean, a lot of the stuff is going to be wait and see. Of course, the Titans need a lot of help. I mean, there's a reason why they picked one last year, and they're going to be in the top. I think they got a pretty high pick this year, but I think it'll be a good fit. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to have to just wait and see.
Rich.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I agree with what Tone said, and just to add some verbiage to this, you know, when he was with the Jets, you know, he was the head coach, yes, but he had a lot to do with the defense. We've seen what happened with the defense last year, or when he was on control into this year. The Titans do have some defensive pieces to work with. Also, in saying that, you know, and I think Tone will back me up in this, the whole state of Tennessee, they still can't get over that they let Vrabel go. I mean, anyone I talk to, bro, it makes their
Talk about it all the time. Yeah.
And even
That
as
is
an outsider,
Derrick Henry walking out the door.
even as an outsider, Vrabel was not the problem. But that, that's another conversation. But to me, for him to do anything with this organization, it's going to be his OC, because you do have a young quarterback, and being in Tennessee, even though I'm a Lions fan, I did catch a lot of Titans fans. I mean, we just got no choice, right? I did see a progression from Cam Ward from game 1 to game 17. I think he will be a good quarterback with good leadership. So that OC hire is going to be, to me, it's to make a break. Wouldn't you agree, Tone?
Yeah, I just knew it was going to be Mike McDaniel, man. I just thought they were going to do that whole San Fran thing again, man. But obviously that didn't happen. But yeah, that young QB, you're going to need a big time OC. I've been hearing some stuff about Brian Daboll and all that, and if he don't get a head coaching job and all that, but yeah, that's pivotal.
All right. I was feeling kind of extra today, so I came up with some top plays of this past playoff weekend, and we're gonna recap them games.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. What are those?
Playoffs.
All right, let's go with the top hit I seen from this past playoff weekend.
Again, what a hit by Hufanga on Knox, who somehow held on for an 8-yard gain.
Clean hit.
Clean hit?
He used the
Yeah,
shoulder.
clean hit. Yep, clean hit.
He used the shoulder.
Any hit on a Buffalo Bill is a clean hit.
Tell me how you really feel, Antonio. Holy cow.
when your team sucks, you have to find pleasure out of your rivals.
Me and Rich
it's a
would
sad
never
place
know
to be
anything.
in.
Me and Rich would never know anything about our team sucking, ever.
Hey, Chris.
Oh.
0-16. What's that, Chris? What's 0-16?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Natalie, they act like we ain't part of it.
Natalie said she knows.
All right,
Hey,
go
Natalie, part of that group. What up, though? What up, though, Natalie? You know about that?
Because I was at the whole parade, baby. I was at the whole parade. I was probably the warmest one there too, on the float, like. Yeah, man. Yes, Antonio, you got to pull that. You got to pull that humor out of there.
Yeah. Laugh to keep from crying.
All right, let's go with the top catch of this playoff weekend.
Anderson coming off the edge. May steps into it, takes a shot downfield, and caught for the touchdown. Kayshon Boutte. Wow.
Yeah, that was a nice catch.
That was a
great catch.
Yeah, that was nasty.
The coverage was the coverage was there. I mean,
Good
great
coverage.
throw, damn near great throw, better catch. Yes.
Yep. They both played their position well. He caught it. That's the only difference.
I'm sorry, Toucan.
What's up?
I said I apologize, man, but that was a good catch.
Did y'all see the interview with Stephon when they asked him about that?
No, what you say?
No.
The reporter asked him how he how'd you catch that? He said, with my hands.
There you go.
Hey, that's the best answer you can give, man.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good catch.
All right, my last one is top play. I just passed playoff weekend.
Motion. Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, put it up for grabs in the end zone. He got it for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's some shit that you see in Madden, you know what I'm saying, maybe, running around in the backfield, just
Tecmo
turning
Bowl.
around and just launching it. Right,
Blitz.
exactly.
It is like throwing it over your shoulder.
Right.
Run back all the way and then throw it with Montana and throw it to Rice. He'll be out there. Tecmo Bowl style.
That was a fantastic play.
It
And that
was.
was, a play when it happened. I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
That was
But
shocked.
What's funny about that play is that all of a sudden the Rams defensive player was like, man, he pushed me in the back, man. It should be offensive pass interference. Stop it, dude. Y'all both was fighting for the ball. He separated from you and he caught it. Give me a break. Come on now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick.
Facts.
Yeah, like two things on that. One, that's what I said about Caleb before he got drafted is, he's that's what he is. He's not consistent. He's not accurate. He will give you a good play here and there off script. But also, man, you got to give it on the Rams too. Like the defenders, they gave up.
Yep, that's what
If you have a good corner out there, that don't happen. If you have a Jalen Ramsey, if you have a Deion Sanders, if you have a Patrick Surtain, if you have somebody of that caliber out, that don't happen. But it was a good play. I'm not trying to minimize it. And that was a hell of a game. But I mean, you can, to me, two things can be true. You can acknowledge a good freaky play. Because, I mean, let's be honest. We're all watching it. When you start seeing a quarterback run back 20 yards, you're like, oh, shit,
It's over. That's like what I said. I said incoming interception.
Oh, shit.
This isn't going to end well.
That was my top plays every week.
Good pick.
Very impressive.
All right, let's get into these games. Recap these last weekend games. Starting with
No.
the Seahawks blowing out the 49ers, 41-6. Nelly, I know you watched it. You watched the game.
I was not expecting that. I do believe I actually went with the Seahawks on this one. I just did not. We are. I'm pretty sure everybody on here because they did not expect the score. I mean, good game, man. I mean, not good game, but very impressive game by the Seahawks. I mean, I'm excited to see them, who they play next, whoever they play. I'm excited to see whoever they play next because it might just be another impressive game and another, I don't know, blowout. But yeah, that's crazy.
You got the Rams.
Chris.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the Seahawks defense. I know they're good, but damn, that's pretty good. Wow. And their offense. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, like how much, whatchamacallit, Kittle was out for this game, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So that's one weapon gone. Does that make up for like 30 some points? No, but at the end of the day, they were hampered a little bit, but not 41-6 hampered. So Seahawks are looking really, really good. I like it. I like seeing it. I'm not a big Seahawks fan, but yeah.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious that they're missing one guy, Kittle. The Texans are missing 4 or 5 offensive starters, and CJ Stroud is trash. The way the double standard is for like legacy teams like the 49ers get a pass like that. They missing Kittle. They got their ass whipped. We were in that game and missing so many freaking starters with a new offensive coordinator, with a third-year quarterback. I need some more respect on my Texans is what I need.
We're going to get to the Texans. We're going to get you your Texans. We're going to get there.
I just
Jamal.
want some respect.
I told y'all before that the 49ers were playing with house money. I said that. Now, was I expecting a blowout? No, but was I expecting them to win handily? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I sure was. That game was over from the opening kick. Literally, the opening kick. They had no answer for them. everybody was thinking, oh, this might be a fluke because the game was close when they were playing in San Francisco. Seattle came and showed the 49ers, no, that wasn't no fluke that we beat y'all. So, yeah, they were playing with house money. I expected them to get beat. I ain't expected ass kicking. But then again, like I said, San Francisco was playing with house money. So you got you reap what you sow.
Rich.
Yeah, man. The Niners were decimated with injuries. Kittle was out. Then they lost his backup. Was it Tungus? Or is that how you say his name? Number 88. He went out.
Yeah, I think it's that Tungus. Yeah.
McCaffrey, he was getting beat up. Trying to block. His shoulder kept getting hit a couple times. The defense,
Back.
man, they were so damn decimated. Like, you had damn Eric Kendricks from the damn, it seemed early 2000s Vikings out there. I mean, sheesh. Sam Darnold only threw for 125 yards, and they put 41 points up.
That's crazy.
And I know some friends that had Kenneth Walker in fantasy, and they said, "Oh, now he want to show up."
That's what did you see? I posted on. I posted that. Like, where was this Kenneth Walker when I was trying to make my way into the postseason?
I never draft that guy because I never can expect him to do anything. And of course, he always has that one or two freaking like blow up games, and then you're like, "Well, damn."
Well, they're gonna have to see what they're gonna need out of him now because Charbonnet's hurt. Charbonnet's out.
Yeah.
So that helps Walker out. You know what I'm saying? Because
correct. Yeah, get more carries.
They use Walker as the first and second down back, and then use Charbonnet as a third and short down back. But man, you got to give the Seahawks credit too. Like Mike McDonald, he's a great coach, and everywhere he's been, I don't give a damn what Bandit's got to say. What he did at Michigan, what he did in Baltimore as their DC. Like, he's proven just to be a good damn coach. And you just have to recognize that.
Yeah,
Bandit. What's
well,
that?
anytime I mention the word Bandit gets his panties in the damn book.
I didn't even say nothing today. I ain't brought nothing up. Go ahead, tell me your thoughts.
Man, this is what they Wingman and Toucan, what do they always say? BTA. That's what this was, man. They took them boys out back, pulled them pants down, and spanked that Heine. This is just a beatdown. This is the third time these teams have played, and I think they split, if I'm not mistaken. So, divisional game. I mean, this is third time he's playing. I mean, I expected this to be closer. I know the 49ers. I'm like, that old, divisional game. I'm like, they'll keep it close. Seahawks, of course, the better team. I just thought it was going to be a little better game. But like Jamal said, from the kickoff, Shaheed took it to the crib. And I'm like, man, it's going to be a long day, man. So, yeah, they – usually around this time, you hope the game's a little closer. Overall, the playoffs have been good, but man, yeah, that's an old-fashioned beatdown right there.
Chris.
Yeah, didn't I already talk about this? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had taken the Seahawks to beat the 49ers, but not behind the woodshed beat them. So, I mean, this was rough. Obviously, I think the most lopsided game. Well, yeah, the most lopsided game. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. It was a beatdown.
Toucan, I see you getting fresh back there, so I know you on the screen now. How do you feel about the blowout win by the
Seahawks are the team to beat, bro. That's it, man. They've proved it all year. They're showing up when it's time to show up. So they're the team to beat, man. Watch out. I think Seahawks going to take it.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the next game. The Rams beat the Bears in an overtime thriller. Tony, I'm going to start with you, man. Your recap of the game.
Man, y'all know I like Caleb Williams, man. This was, Rich brought it up, man. He's playing a little bit more of a complete game, not waiting till the end and starting to show up, man. But these Rams, man, they kind of, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy, but man, they kind of snuck by Chicago. They kind of snuck by Carolina. I don't know. I don't want to discredit them, man, but they've kind of had some scares there these first couple of, playoff games, man. It's all about the next game. It's 1-game series. There's no 7 games. This was a close game that could have very well easily went the other way, but the Rams showed that they got the experience. The more experienced head coach, the more experienced quarterback, and a lot of times those things work in your advantage. And they took advantage of it, and they won. Now they're going on to the NFC Championship.
Okay. 2K.
Yeah, man. The Rams. I picked the Rams to win this game. The Bears still a young team coming up. They've got some lumps to take before they take the big leap. So I saw that fall into place the way it should have, but the Bears did make it interesting, very exciting game, man. That weather looked terrible, man. I was in Boston, and it was cold, but I heard that was the coldest game on record, or pretty close to. But man, just playing in those elements is something else. Just trying to drink a beer in those elements is impossible. Trying to play a game in that shit. Oof. Hey, hats off to the Rams. But I still think Seattle's going to take them.
Okay. Rich.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think this was the best game of the weekend. I don't think Caleb played well. I don't think he played his best as far as accuracy. I think he played better than he has been. I do share some blame with the receivers. I think, they dropped some passes that should have caught. Tone hit it right on the head. The Rams, they played, some close games. Stafford, I think is the MVP. But he's had a shaky first 2 games now. Let's not underestimate that. I think he got outplayed by Bryce. I don't think he got outplayed by Caleb per se. But I don't think he played MVP football either. But man, they got a solid defense now. They got a solid defense with a solid offense. We will see. But in all intents and purposes, as uneasy as this makes my stomach feel,
I just burped.
Bears should have won that game. But Caleb had that bad interception. And I know a lot of people want to blame DJ Moore. I'm sorry. And that's arguable.
It did seem like he gave up on the route a little bit, though.
But my point is, and I even say this about the Rams, right? Like, at that point in the game, you didn't need a touchdown. All you needed was a field goal. If it wasn't there, get rid of it, run for it. Just like I didn't agree with the Rams when all you needed to get the field goal after you got that interception, you're still passing the ball. Because all it does is take an interception. All it does take is a fumble. Like, you can do it as a run, too. You can fumble. But, like, I just don't agree with when all you need is a field goal and you're trying all this extra crap. Like, don't make sense to me, but it is what it is. It was a great game. It was the best game this weekend. And we'll see. It should be a great championship.
Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I might agree with Rich. I think even though I don't like to say it, but Chicago, I think had a better chance at this game going into overtime because their defense was playing a lot better than the Rams was, and they're at home and they're used to it. They probably should have, but at the end of the day, that's not what took place. It was they. But I will say, Chicago had a lot of luck getting them to the playoffs. And they had like 33, a plus like 23 or 20 something crazy turnovers, which is great. That's great that you can cause that. But you take away a few of those turnovers and bring them back to like even close to the second best team, and they're not even in the playoffs. Like that's the difference. So, but that's football. That's football for you. So, yeah, I mean, I like the Rams going forward. Obviously, Matthew Stafford, he's the enemy per se, but MVP possibly too. So, yeah, this was a good game. I really enjoyed it, actually. I thought it was going to be I actually thought this was going to be kind of a blowout. I actually thought that the Rams were going to take it, but not thinking about the weather is what I probably wasn't taking into account. But, I mean, the Bears played their butt off. Hate to say it, but they did. But on to the next game for the Rams.
Nah.
I mean, everybody said what I was going to say. Pretty much great game. I went with them last week. I just thought Matt Stafford is, got the veteran ability to pull it off. But it didn't even come to a veteran thing at this point. It was just, a little, lack on the Bears end. And like you said, that faulty interception. They just, they can't make any type of like weird mistakes going forward. Like they have to be on their P's and Q's. And but I did enjoy this game a lot. Between this one and the next one you're about to say, I enjoyed it. I did. It was a good game.
Jamal.
What more can you say? This was a pretty good game. Bears had a shot to win it at the end. You really didn't need to go for the home run to try to get down the field. Literally, you probably could have ran it or played it safe and dumped it off and get into field goal range and kick the game-winning field goal. Rams did everything they could, to give this game away. And yet you really just it was bad play calling. It was a bad route ran by, DJ Moore, and it was a terrible throw. He shouldn't have thrown that. He should have just tucked it in and just ran it. So, but hey, it is what it is.
All right, with that said, we got the Rams versus the Seahawks. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Jamal, who you got?
These teams know each other. They know each other very well. I think right now a lot of people is waiting for the real Sam Darnold to show up, the one who shits the bed when the lights come on. I think a lot of people is waiting for that. It hasn't shown up yet. We're going to see what happens. This game is going to be very, very, very close. But I believe that Seattle is going to pull this game out. I will go with a score of 20-17. The Seahawks move on to the Super Bowl.
All right. Nat.
Yeah, man. Hey, the way they play, the way they've been playing all year, first of all, and that last very impressive game. I've seen another side of Sam. So, yeah, I was going to say Matt, but nah, let me go with Seahawks. Give me 24-21. It's going to be, like Jamal said, it's going to be close.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Seahawks in this one too. I think it's going to be a much bigger point spread, but it's going to be a higher score altogether. I actually think it's going to be like, I'm going to take closer to, I'm going to say 28 God, I'll take 28-21.
Antonio.
Man, this is a tough one. I think a major part in this game. Has anybody been to the Dan? You probably have. Y'all been to the? Have you ever been up there? The 12th man. Have y'all been up there?
Oh yeah,
I
that
Yeah.
motherfucker
No, I'm
loud.
talking about
But
Seattle.
they're full of
I
they're full of
was
shit too because they pumping in noise in that shit.
I was stationed there for
Yeah.
7 years, so yeah.
They do the same thing in Kansas
Yeah,
City
that,
at
man,
that Arrowhead Stadium. They pump noise in there and they say it's the crowd. They lying, full of shit.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. It is loud. It is very
Yeah, it's
loud.
loud,
But I
but
mean, they're
half of that
used
shit is
to it.
coming from the speakers. They're full of shit over there,
I
man. Just like
agree.
Kansas City, they're full of shit
I agree.
too. I've seen it in person. They are full of fucking shit. They've been illegal. That should be illegal
There
if you get
is
fined and flagged that shit.
there is a part of me that wants to just go with Seattle, but I'm taking a different route here. I think McVay is going to point out, not that he's listening to me, that they have been sliding by here lately. I think that I think this week, to prepare team you played twice already, I think he's going to have these guys in tune. I think that we're going to see the Rams advance. They're gonna have to put on a great show. They got everything they need. Of course, you make it this far, you got everything they need. I say they go up to Seattle and pull the upsets against the Seahawks. Even though, man, that's loud there, man. But they're used to it. They play them every year, twice, and play up in that stadium. So, man, give me the Rams here. I'm gonna say 28-21. Give me the Rams.
So the opposite of what I said.
Correct.
Yeah, that's okay. I like that.
Toucan, Dan.
Hey, you heard me saying that Seattle was going to go all the way. Then in the back of my head, oh, that's a hype. That's going to be out there. Where's all the money going to go? All the bets are going to go on the Seahawks. They look strong. Oh, the Rams have been looking like they fumbling here and there, but the Rams have that big fan base in all of Los Angeles, man. They got all of Mexico, a lot of overseas. Man, they want to sell that merch. They got to get that fan base and LA going out there and buy stuff because that's the shit. Mark my words, man. If you see all the profits, all the bets going towards Seahawks, man, watch the LA's gonna come and ruin the party, just like Patriots did on my Texans, man. And that's part of the script. You want to see the Rams? The Rams Patriots, man. There's a script right there, man. East Coast versus West Coast. Red versus blue type of bullshit. It fixes the script. It keeps people away from paying attention and voting and all that stuff. Whatever. Hey, but yeah, Ram.
Well, if you can see my face right now.
Rich, man.
I went off the script a little bit.
Your pick, man. Get us back on script. Rich, give us your pick.
Man, I'm gonna go with I think Seattle's defense. They cause turnovers. They're good defense. Mike McDonald knows what he's doing with that defense. And it's getting kind of boring and irritating, that people call Darnold trash. Dude, in back-to-back years, has won 14 games with two different organizations. He's doing something right. But in saying that, I wouldn't be mad with Stafford either. You know what I'm saying? I never thought he was the problem in Detroit. And I thank him for letting us, trade him so we can jumpstart this rebuild. But so either way, I'm not going to be disappointed on the NFC side. But yeah, I just in the playoffs, I will always go with defense. And I don't think the Rams have a trash defense by any means. I just think Seattle's a little bit better.
All right. You get the Seahawks. Let's go to the AFC. Broncos sent the Bills home. Let's go to the AFC. And before I even say the Broncos sent the Bills home, John, I know you're gonna like this. What was up with all the Bills players crying, man?
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
He said he feels like he let you guys down. How do you react when your quarterback who's done so much for you says that to you guys?
He let us down.
Aw.
Can I go first on this one? Listen, for those people who play sports, before, okay, you put your heart, your soul, your sweat, your blood, your tears, and everything on the line to win this game. And when you get so close, and all of a sudden it just snatched away, it's snatched away from you. It hurts, man. It really does. Because you look forward to this game, and all of a sudden, and this is in any sport. Football, baseball, basketball, I played baseball pretty much. It's been times I've been out there playing for Kennedy High School and, saying out there. And trust me, we lost the game to go to play, for the championship. And I cried my ass off. So I'm like, damn it, I put everything everything I loved into this. And for us to get that close and to lose, it's heartbreaking, man. So I feel them on that. It happens. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree too. Like I never played college or nothing, but I did play ball. I played all sports except hockey, competitively. But man, when I played football, I remember one year we were undefeated, and we lost, and our only loss knocked us out the playoffs. And I cried. I was sick as a fucking dog. I had 100-degree temperature, but I believe I gave it my all. My all just wasn't good that night. And, man, I cried. A lot of our team cried. I was always the player. I don't give a damn if I was 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Like, if we lost, there was no laughing. There was no fucking joking on the bus. Like, we just got our ass kicked. So I would rather have this type of emotion than the laughing, the joking, the giggling. No, man, we just lost. Like, that's loser mentality to me. And also, they probably knew they just got their coach fired. So I'm against like what I've seen, even a lot of Bills fans, telling them to quit crying. I would rather see that out of my guys, because then I know you care, than the laughing, the joking. That's me personally, man. I would rather see that than the hoorah bullshit.
Right. Jamal, man, what was your thoughts on the game?
I really think that I can't put all the blame on Josh Allen, even though he did try to take everything and said he's the reason that he lost the game and stuff like that. Number one, I think that was a bullshit call on the interception, but I can see why Denver, got the possession on that. But Denver got the possession on that one. Number one, and sooner or later, it was going to come down to, what it was supposed to. Josh Allen having the ball in his hands. You know what I'm saying? He's either going to make a spectacular play or he's going to do something stupid and turn it over. And lo and behold, that's what happened. He fumbled the ball a bunch of times. Granted, that Denver pretty much gave up a lot of yards, and Denver actually has a pretty good defense. But hey, in the end, what we said earlier, probably another legitimate number one weapon, somebody else. Because hell, James Cook will even put the ball on the ground. Josh Allen needs another solidified good number one weapon out there at wide receiver to help him out. Maybe that's that's the reason. So that way Josh Allen don't have to run so damn much and put it all on his shoulders.
Nat.
I actually, because I had a lot to do around that time that game was on, and I listened to it over the radio. I think I'm gonna start doing that more because I just felt like I was there, and y'all know I like Josh Allen, man. I wanted him to win. And when it went in overtime, I'm like, all right, so we got a chance, so you're saying there's a chance. So I don't know. I don't, anybody know how many interceptions he threw? Because I was
2.
He had 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. Okay, altogether.
Like
I said, it was
fumbles and 2 picks. So I don't know if that's maybe I'm
2 fumbles, 2 picks.
Yeah,
okay.
5, I think.
Yeah, a turnover is a turnover. And I will always say, I don't mean to cut you off, Natalie. When your quarterback turns the ball over in the playoffs, it's a done deal.
Yeah, I kept hearing oh, he dropped it, or oh, he lost it, or I'm like, what the hell, Josh? I was in the car about swerving, the ice on the ground and snowing. I'm like, what is going on? This is a good game, but my anxiety is on 25. And then, when they marched down there and hit, and kicked the field goal, I'm like, yeah, it's over. But yeah, I enjoyed the game on the radio more, so I'm not gonna lie. And hey man, in the first, the crying, hey man, I just want everybody to understand, these players are not, they don't pump WD-40. You know what I'm saying? They still pump blood like we do. They're not robots. So they're not programmed to turn stuff off. You know what I'm saying? They have emotions too. So yeah, that probably hurt real bad. That hurt. It's so I don't knock them for crying and stuff and showing emotion. It's okay. But hey, now I guess you're down there with us in Cancun now, wherever we are.
Chris.
Yeah, it was a good game. Not a great game by Josh Allen by any means. Not good. Yeah, I think. It's mostly it's a lot on him, but just sometimes it's bad luck. I saw 2 of the fumbles were just the defensive end just got to as he was throwing the ball. Some of those things you just got to get the ball out quicker, maybe. But your line's got to protect that as well. So it's 6-7, whatever. You have to. That's football. It's a game of inches. What, a tenth of a second slower, and he gets both those fumbles away. He throws them. So who knows what would have happened then? What happens if the receiver held onto the ball and strengthened it away from the defensive player? He would have caught the ball. It'd have been a first. It's a game of inches. So yeah, it was a good game. But the Broncos are moving on. Bills, you had your chance. No top quarterbacks in this year. You had your chance this year.
Tom.
And as far as the crying goes and everything, you can use that not only in sports, but you can also use it in your daily work life too as well. You work so hard for that promotion or that you don't have to apply it necessarily to sports, but you work that hard and then you get passed over because the boss's kid, a favorite or something like that. You put all that time and energy, and all you can do is go home and sulk, lick your wounds, and try to do better. So it works in other areas, not just sports, but I get the camaraderie with your team and everybody having to feel you've gotten so close and I got to start all over again. It's rough. It's really rough to have to do that.
Tonio.
Well, I don't know how great y'all's memory is, but last show I specifically said that Josh Allen getting sort of banged up in the Jacksonville game, and how they barely escaped that game, and how Josh has to be the guy, the MVP, put the team on his back, and also him not having a true wide receiver eventually was going to bite him in the ass. And that's exactly what just happened. It's exactly what I said last show. Didn't know when it was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen. As far as them losing, I enjoyed it. You want to know what I ate? I ate a turnover. Josh gave me 4 of them. I enjoyed every bit of it. But what did it cost? Both of them. But what did it cost Denver? Denver loses their QB. That's a big time blow for them. And so going to the AFC Championship. Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed. I don't think it's any secret to anybody on this panel. I was rooting for the Denver Broncos. And so I don't take anything away from Josh. I mean, Josh is a great player. But he did turn the ball over 4 times. And that's a lot. And that's a lot to come over. Rich said it. You better hope something miraculous happens if you turn the ball over that way and expect a win. It's not going to be easy. Your chances are going to decrease each time. So big ups to the Broncos advancing.
Toucan, Dan.
Yeah, but hey, Broncos got screwed, bro. We're all there in Boston at the bar, man, watching this game, and we're like, man, we needed Buffalo to win. We need to win to host the next round, man. And we're all there, man. We're cheering for Buffalo for once. Man, we were just on them get robbed here and there, man. A lot of questionable calls. But, hey, it is what it is. I don't have to go to Denver. I don't have to go back home and cut my trip short from Vegas here. So I'm just going to call it a good season. You know, we started out 0-3. The Bills, man, they've been knocking on the door for years. They got problems. They're going to have to figure out. They already fired the coach. So let's see what happens, man, if they can rebuild from this. It's not even a rebuild for them when you got, you started, quarterback, It's just kind of they need to retool their shit. And I see the Bills still hanging in there and being a threat for years to come.
Rich.
Yeah, man, it was a good game. And yes, the 4 turnovers. And I said it, and telling back what I said, like, I even said this, with Lamar last year in the playoffs. Hell, our quarterback, me, Chris, and Bandit, if your quarterback turns the ball over in the playoffs, you can pretty much kiss your ass goodbye. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Turnovers they're a sin in the playoffs. But even besides that, to me, in my opinion, what cost Buffalo was not taking a knee before half. You had no timeouts, and you decided to run a play after just giving up a touchdown.
Give him a free 3.
Yeah. That was a 10-point swing. To me, that was game. Turnovers aside, to me that was game right there. And also, man, that sucks for Bo Nix. He's another one. I was just talking about Sam Darnold. People trash Bo Nix, but all he's freaking done since he came in the league last year was win. That's all he's done. Like, I get tired of people that trash guy. Oh, he's trash. They're fucking winning. The old saying goes, right? Quarterbacks get too much of the credit when they win, and they take all the blame when they lose, right?
Yep.
I'm sitting there. I'm looking at Jamal. You don't count, but I'm looking at Natalie, I'm looking at Chris. I'm looking at Bandit. I'm looking at Tone, and I'm looking at Toucan. If that's the case, we all wish our quarterback was trash, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If our quarterback was trash and we're in the AFC or NFC championship game, I think we would all push each other over to sign up, wouldn't we?
I'd jump in the can with them.
Hey, face first, Tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, it's crazy how they, like, you get a young quarterback in place, and then after like a year and a half, 2 years, they're like, we ain't going anywhere. It's like not everybody hits their peak or pace at the same rate. You have to wait sometimes. And so
I think it goes. And Chris, you hit the nail on the head. I think it goes both ways, right? So a guy comes out struggling. Oh, he's trash. He's a bust in any position.
Yep. Or
it can take 2, 3, 4 years. We can say just a couple. Since we're talking about quarterbacks, we can talk about Baker Mayfield and Darnold, and we can end discussion. Right? We'll just throw them two out. Those are perfect examples. But on the flip side, and I'm sorry, Toucan,
Okay.
bro, I respect you. And, I love your defense.
We better talk about them next. Go ahead.
CJ Stroud. He come out the gate hot. He's regressed these last 2 years.
Oh man, you good? You
Let's
say
talk
that.
about.
You can say that. You can say that. Yeah, and you're entitled
Let's
to
talk
say
about the
that.
Texas game. Let's talk about the Pats.
It goes both ways. That's my point. It
That's
goes
what
both
I'm saying.
If we're here
Let's
now,
talk.
let's talk about the Pats Texas game, man. Let's start it off.
Bandit said we could switch it.
Go ahead. Hey. I knew he was gonna do it, so go ahead. You got it.
It's all there. It's all there for.
That's my boy. I know my brother. I already know where he was going with it. Go ahead, Rich.
Finish your statement. Finish your statement.
I know where he was going with it. Go ahead, Rich.
Be over there crying, Toucan.
Yeah.
I've said it.
You can't look like you ready
Nobody
to
on
fight.
this panel. I have said it.
I'm being stupid, man.
That's my teammate. That's my quarterback.
He in Vegas feeling this stuff. Go ahead.
I've said it several weeks now.
Go to MGM right now. Go ahead. Go
Can
ahead.
I
Rich.
talk, or are you going to keep on adding your little 2 cents?
Yeah, I got my ad lib. Okay, now go.
Fucking Ohio soft people, I swear.
I know you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
I have said it for several weeks, a couple months. And Toucan, you cannot deny this. I was in love with Houston's defense. But my question always was that offense. And, CJ Stroud regressed. You could tell by
Nope.
he was playing 500.
Nope. Let me take away your bread and butter. Let me take away your favorite target. Let me take away your best running back. Let me take away your favorite tight end. Get rid of all them fools. You start off 0-3. You come in, your defense holds you down. You get there all the way. All those pieces that you needed fell out, man. He was there by himself with 2 rookie wide receivers and a bunch of scrubs. And then another piece together offensive line, man. I'm not going to count him out yet, though.
I'm going to rebuttal you because last week on this show, you said with Nico out, that's better for CJ Stroud because he spread the ball around.
That's when he had takedown. That's when he had takedown. That's when he had Schultz. That's when he had Schultz. I know, but that's really what I was thinking. But at least he had Schultz, and he had other targets. Man.
He was celebrating with all the. He was celebrating, bringing the old girl there with the tamales and everything. Oh yeah.
Got hurt, hey. People went down, man. Offense went down. It's all good, man. Shit. Hey, it happened. Like I
Man,
said,
Bandit, you stupid, dog.
I can't be mad at him if you lose all your firepower, dog. And then you're playing in that sloppy weather, and you're playing against history, and you're playing against the mob. And hey, it's gonna happen.
Not the mob.
You playing against
I'm not gonna let you get it. You know I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
Hey, you want to know something?
Not the mob, man.
Playing against the mob, you playing against Vegas, the casino.
Hey, Antonio.
Yo,
You want to know something? Do you know what
What's up?
Bandit and Toucan got in common?
I don't know.
Ohio State quarterback.
Their quarterback played for Ohio Soft.
Ooh.
Hey,
Dang.
Brandon, put him all on. Put him all on mute, Bandit. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Come on, man. You're the man on the game,
They
man.
clowning too much.
Okay, look. I went through all this. I went through pretty much this whole weekend and all of yesterday and the day before, thinking about, okay, I'm just gonna talk so much shit because every last one of y'all picked the Texans to win, and I told you. But what's the name? Antonio told y'all. He said it. He's like, y'all go. He said, do not. He's like, somebody please pick the Patriots because y'all gonna jinx them and they're gonna fuck around and they're gonna win. And look what happened. They won.
I tried to go with
And
the
then-
Texans, you told me fuck me.
It ain't about the
Yeah.
pickup. It's about the bastard personnel.
No, Toucan. You was the one who was like, no, let Henry. You was the one who was like, do you
Hey, we got it.
Didn't you say that? And then you also said, I was quiet when you spoke. Let me get mine.
Go ahead.
Talk your shit,
Thank
Jamal.
you also the one who said, man, all we need is 16 points and we're gonna win the game. You got the 16 points. I'll give you that. You didn't win. Now you had all those moments. Everybody was like, man, Jamal, you my brother. I love you like a brother, but man, that Texas defense is going, there's something with them. I gotta pick them too. I let y'all speak y'all mess. I didn't talk no crap. I just stood there and let y'all say whatever.
You just got lucky, man, because
No. Look, let me finish.
Man, them referees on your side.
No. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Stop.
Bullshit
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about luck.
Y'all gonna come out and cheaters. Y'all a bunch of cheaters. You still cheated all the time.
I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, I'm on the phone. I don't hear nothing about
door next
because you
don't want kick that door in.
No, we ain't talking about next year. We ain't talking about next year. We talking about this year. I don't know.
Congratulations, man. Get it. You got to get it.
I told
but if you lose to Denver,
we gonna get there. I told you this.
You speak with all that bravado right now.
Everybody was talking.
If you don't take care of business in Denver, I'm gonna come back 10 times with more bullshit.
You the one who was like, okay, we got a top notch defense.
I'm just trying to make this stat interesting. It was getting boring as fucking. But I'm glad
now he ain't letting me talk. He ain't letting me talk.
Go ahead.
Let him talk. Here we go.
Put me on mute. Damn it.
Everybody was like, okay, well, they have a top notch defense, which they do. But what did I also tell you? Patriots got a defense too. I said that from the opening jump start. Man, CJ Stroud, man, he'll be all right, man. He ain't gonna turn the ball over. We just need 16 points, and we'll be all right. Turn the ball over. Everybody was worried about that. Period. While you over there was celebrating, selling your tamales and everything, and I just stood back and just said, okay, and I'm smiling, and I'm chilling. I ain't said one word. I didn't say one word. I just said, we will see you on Sunday. I let you do whatever y'all do. I let all of y'all say whatever y'all want to say. And in the end, I told you our defense was going to be the key factor of the game because y'all were so focused on the Texas defense, you forgot that we have an offense. We got a defense also too. Period. Now, granted, CJ Stroud was terrible. I will give you that. The weather was bad because both teams were turning over the ball. I will grant you that too. Any other normal?
You gonna grant me nothing? I don't need no grant.
Listen, even though, and I'm watching the game here in Houston, Everybody in the mama said at the first half, man, why don't y'all put Davis Mills in? Maybe he would have did better. Honestly, he probably would have did a lot better. But then again, when you do lose your top wide receiver, Tank Dell wasn't playing. Obviously, Joe Mixon wasn't there.
Joe's
He was
got
supposed to be
hurt.
he's supposed to be there. You know,
Mark's got
both of your tight ends and the line and stuff like that. I mean, what do you expect?
Oh,
And the
hey, quit
defense
making excuses for us, brother. Quit
and the
making
deep
excuses for us.
and
You got our ass fair and square. We were 100%. You kicked our ass fair and square. We're the lesser team. We're the better team. Go win it.
with the defense that y'all had, y'all was still pretty much in the game for most of the part until that last catch by Keyshawn Booty. So your defense is legit. I will give you that.
We didn't even win our division, and we had y'all all scared up in that shit, man. Y'all know it.
But what won the game? But what won the game for us? Defense.
The snow, the wet, rain.
And Antonio, man. Chris, your thoughts.
That minute man shooting them guns in everybody's ear. I'm reaching. Oh, congratulations, man. Go have a good time with it, man. Y'all saving me some money from next week, and I can have fun here in Vegas because of it. We had a good season.
Go ahead, Chris.
I got no hair.
You all done?
Done.
Okay. Nah, I mean, it was a good game. I actually picked the Pats to win this game. You got not on the show with my buddies and stuff, obviously, but yeah, I definitely saw the Pats as the better team in this one, but it was close. But yeah, good luck to the Pats.
Fuck the Pats.
Yep. Well,
I thought I was on mute. I was on mute.
Defense.
I thought I was on mute, man. My bad.
I'm good. Whoever's next.
Natalie, go ahead, man.
He's so mad. He's so mad. It's all right though, man.
I mean,
I
I did go with this accent or whatever. I mean, no love, of course, Jamal. You know, you're my brother from another mother, and I will take the first step is always accountability. So I was wrong, but I'm still going with Drake May as MVP. I'm not gonna hold you, so I don't know, but yeah, I was, oh well. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't a surprise that the Pats won, but I'm pretty impressed. So congratulations, Jamal, in your New England Patriots.
Tone, man.
Man, New England got lucky because it was bad weather game. Man, the Texans would have won, dog. Man, just whatever, dude. No, but on a real note, of course, I picked Houston. We all did. I'm mad at all of y'all because I'm glad Jamal brought it up because I blame y'all. It's y'all's fault, me included.
Hey, I put in the chat.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I
told Toucan, I said he was talking blah 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 blah. I said, all right. I said, just don't choke this weekend. Didn't I say that? If you scroll up, you'll see where I said that. And
I was just out there drinking. I wasn't out there playing.
Neil, I gotta go, man.
But also, I will say this. Hopefully, y'all got good.
All right, Chris.
Y'all got good memories and can back me up too. Y'all remember at the beginning of the season? I don't know if Jamal was there a lot at the beginning of the time, but who was talking about the maturation of Drake May at the beginning of the year? Start saying who was that? I believe that was me, even though I said I hated to admit it. But second year quarterback, you got a new coach come in. I mean, who had this on their bingo card for these guys to make it this far? I mean, as sickening as it makes me to say, it's been an impressive run by New England. I mean, you can't take anything from them, dude. They brought in the Diva Diggs, and it's like, a lot of people thought it was a disaster, but man, they've definitely made the most of it, and they're laughing all the way to the AFC Championship, unfortunately. So
it's coaching in my book. This where it goes to. You got somebody who came in who knew the old Patriot way, who knew what it took for him to win some titles with New England, we can say, okay, it's Drake May. We can say, oh, it's the defense. We can say, oh, it's the offense. Oh, it's this person or that person. I'm saying right now, Mike Vrabel came in, turned that whole thing around. Robert Kraft did what an owner should do, stood back and let the coaches coach. Josh McDaniels came back also too. He knows what it takes to get them to that point too. But Mike Vrabel, no nonsense coach, and that's why I feel y'all on that. Tennessee should have never. He was never the problem with the Titans ever. And I know the Titans are kicking themselves in the ass all day long because of this too. Because look what Mike Vrabel's doing with a team that was 4-13 last year to where they're at now.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
That's all right. Tony Romo almost had a chance too. The New England Patriots are going to be the new Dallas Cowboys. We're going to be here talking a lot of noise, being annoying, and acting arrogant and stuff for the next 30 years, bro. Watch. Now, and the Chiefs right behind them.
But the thing that's different between the Cowboys and the Patriots is that the Patriots have been to a conference championship. When's the last time the Cowboys been there?
Man, I don't know, but they got like 5 rings, bro. That's all I hear from them.
All right, let's get into this Pats versus Broncos game, man. Yeah, there should be a lot of controversy. Cheap game, man. Who you got, man?
What we got?
Pats Broncos, man. Let me start
Man, it should be a cakewalk for the Patriots, man. In reality, it should be. But when you go in Broncos Stadium, they don't like selling their tickets to away fans, man. You could lose your season tickets for doing that shit, and it gets loud. It's going to be nasty weather. They're coming with a backup. But, hey, what's the NFL about? Crazy storylines. So, hey, you never know what can happen, man. So, just, hey, I want to see a good game, at least, you know. I don't want to see any controversial calls. I want to see just a good game, man. Some good football, man. That's the last thing I want to see is the refs getting involved and screwing it up for any fan base, man. Hopefully, it'll be a great game. Let's team win. I'm going, I'm going to flip a coin. But I'm leaning Patriots.
All right. Tonyo, who you got?
Bandit, really quick, I want to point out, I will say before the show started, in my head, I'm like, I hope Bandit knows to put us discussing this game last with the Patriots. With Dan.
He knew to do that.
Jamal.
He knew.
He knew to do it because we would have been way behind on everything. But anyway, so listen, Sean. I mean, listen. Jamal said it. I mean, it's an impressive year. I mean, for New England, but it's coming to an end, and let me tell you why. Sean Payton, okay, Super Bowl winning coach, is a quarterback whisperer. You don't think all week he's going to be getting Jarrett Stidham where he needs to be? Jarrett Stidham's not going to have to win the game himself, but he can't lose it. And that Denver defense and Broncos Nation, they're going to be loud and proud, and they're going to eliminate the storybook season, which has been fantastic for the New England Patriots. But it comes to an end on this weekend. So, Jamal, hope you enjoyed your season. You guys are done. Broncos defense are coming after you. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You had a fantastic season, just like your Hurricanes. You have nothing to be ashamed of. So I hope you've enjoyed it this far. But Sean Payton is coming. And he's a Super Bowl winning coach. And he knows how to win a Super Bowl. Okay? I don't care about Vrabel. Vrabel won one, but he hasn't coached one. Sean Payton
won 3
in the storybook season. I'm talking about as a coach. He's going to end the storybook season. Give me the Broncos here, partially because I hate the Patriots. 28-13. Jarrett Stidham doesn't lose it for him. Give me the Broncos.
Rich, man, who you got, man?
Actually, go to Natalie. I'm trying to find some content. Go to Natalie, then come back to me, please.
Don't be on them sites, Rich.
Natalie.
ChatGPT ain't gonna have the answer.
Yeah, I'm not even going. Yeah, I don't know. Sue Stidham is whatever. Sounds like a. Never mind. Give me the Patriots on this one. I'm not going to make that same mistake again. So give me the Patriots 31-17.
Jamal.
Here we go again. Somebody
Lord.
always underestimating us again. Okay.
Shame on y'all.
This is gonna be this is gonna be the type of game that's gonna go back to how the Patriots were playing during the regular season and not the postseason with all these turnovers and everything.
Fumbles is a problem.
We're gonna let a guy who hasn't thrown, who's only started 5 games in his career, who hasn't thrown a meaningful NFL pass in the season for over 2 years, come out and beat us? No, listen to me. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm telling you, what's that?
Part of the script.
No, this is not gonna happen at all. This game should be over by at least middle of the third quarter. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. The score is going to be 35, and I will give the Broncos. I'll give them 13.
10.
This game, no. I'm gonna give them 13. Denver defense is legit.
Let me get this receipt right here. Let me write down this receipt right here.
And any of y'all and then my question is to y'all: if any of y'all are picking the Broncos, would y'all put y'all money on it? Would y'all put y'all money on the Broncos?
I actually am gonna.
$20.
I am gonna bet them.
I'm gonna go right now. Put $20.
I mean, think about this. This is the highest point spread for any visiting road team in a conference championship game. 5.5 points is the biggest one ever. So if the pressure is not so much on Denver, they're at home. Pressure's on New England because if they lose to Jarrett Stidham, I'm never going to hear the end of it. I would have never heard the end of it.
Be Jarrett Stidham. It's going to be the defense.
No, they're going to say it's Jarrett. They're going to say Jarrett Stidham no matter what.
I know.
Just like I wouldn't hear the end of it down here in Houston, had the Texans beat my Patriots, I would have never heard the end of it. I will never hear the end of it if we lose to a backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a meaningful pass in 2 years. So Patriots,
not if you win.
Patriots gonna handle their business in this game.
I'm gonna go get a billboard downtown. Right. Next.
Rich.
All right. So, I mean, Jamal is right.
No, he's not.
They never hear the end of because backup quarterback Jarrett Stidham, and there have been backup quarterbacks that have come in and won, but they have more than one game. Or if he wins this would be 2 games.
Rivers needs a job.
But I want to play something, and for copyrights, I do want to give Bussin' with the Boys with Will Compton and Taylor Wan. They did an interview with Mike Vrabel. So here's a 30-second clip because that's allowed, right, Bandit? If I give credit,
you can play clips. You just can't play music. You got it.
Okay. So this is a clip from Bussin' with the Boys with Taylor Lewan and Will Compton with Mike Vrabel.
They call for a Super Bowl?
Oh, shit.
Been married 20 years? Yeah, probably. Would you cut your dick off for a Super Bowl? Oh. Been married 20 years? Yeah, probably. You've got 3. As a player. I guess we'll be married for 20 years one day. Would you, if you came home, if you came home holding a bag of ice and Jen was like, "Oh, honey."
Ain't no way. Wow.
The 20-year marriage reference said it all.
Yeah, no buns in the bed at home.
The video where he's like playing with paper, like all just nonchalant. But yeah, so and then the way Taylor wants it, but you got 3 as a player.
Yeah.
So Yeah, Mike Vrabel, get ready to cut your piece off, baby. Damn, Bandit, you all right, bro?
I ain't cutting my mic off from nobody. I'm just
The look on Bandit's face when that clip came on.
No, we ain't doing all that. Just go earn it. We ain't got don't sacrifice anything. We ain't doing all that. All right, man. I appreciate everybody that came in, man. All the people that hit the like button, man. Also do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. And follow us on X and follow LFR on X. With that said, man, before we head out, I'm gonna let the panel let y'all know where they can find them at. Starting with my man, Toucan Dan. And you enjoy that time in Vegas, baby.
Hey, I'm ready to get out of here already. Okay, you can find me at number 2 Cans Dan on Instagram, 3Dan2 on X. And go Texans, baby. We'll be back. God bless y'all. Be safe.
For sure. Tonyo.
What it do? It's your number 1 Dolphin fan, Antonio Classic. You can find me on Facebook at Antonio Classic. Fins up, baby. You know the deal. All day, every day, no matter what day of the week, any year. Fins up, baby.
For sure. Rich.
So, I need y'all to think of me and Antonio Classic this weekend because, man, it's about to be end of the world, baby. We got that winter blast. We got Jim 4 in town. We got the grocery stores lined up from the front back to the back of the damn store. It's over with, ain't it, Antonio?
I went shopping.
It's Y2K, baby. So, man, saying all that, I hope to see y'all next week, man. It's about to be a winter blast. And
yeah,
we got electricity.
Woo-wee!
You better hold on to that as long as you can. I'm already getting updates from the airport that hey, you might not make it home. Like, I don't mind.
You can't say the one time that I will not be inconvenienced.
I call work. I'm like, hey, you see these bullshit winter storms? If we can't land in planes, I ain't getting home. So, hey, chop me up some more vacation time. I'm gonna stay in Vegas.
So, Sports Diva, Natalie, Bandit, y'all don't know, man. I know y'all sitting there. Oh, we get snow on. When we get it down here, down south, they don't know how to act.
Nope.
I know.
Showed out.
We don't know how to deal with snow. Like, y'all don't know how to find Mexican food up there. It's like that.
Hey, I'm in the Mexican town in Detroit, man. Respect.
Well, I need to open a restaurant up there. I'll make a killing.
But so yeah, all joking aside, great show, y'all. And next week this time, we will know who is the Super Bowl opponent. You can catch me on X at Riggs928. Go football.
Nally.
Great show, y'all. You can catch me on every platform pretty much. The Sports Diva and Natalie Harris on Facebook. And you can catch me here every Tuesday, Wednesday, with some along there. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, NFL Weekly. And we do have our new NBA show coming out that's starting next Thursday. And we're going to have a lot of stuff for y'all, man. Like, a lot.
Let's go Rockets.
I think I'll be on that show, won't I, Natalie?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So it's going down, y'all. Yes, 216 stand up. And as you know, it's always go Dog Pound, period. But even though we in Cancun, we still kicking it.
It's always go Lions and go Pistons.
Oh, yeah, go Cavs. They won.
Rich, let them know they can find you at. Jamal, let them know they can find you at.
You can find me on pretty much all platforms, also too on Instagram under the Illusion 10, on Facebook under Jamal Baker, on the new NBA show that's coming next week. I'll be there also too. And yes, let's go Patriots. One more step. Let's get there. Let's go ahead. Beat these Broncos. Let's get to the dance. Go Pats.
Appreciate everybody that came out to watch, man. Do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. It goes a long way, man. With that said, man, we out. Enjoy your night. Peace.